This is the e-bike, as you know. There. Anyway, I've got to do some preventative maintenance on it. I've got a bit of a problem with a rattle, and I think it's coming from, it's the shunt resistor that's come loose. Now the shunt is actually in, it's under here. So I've got to take it all off. Now to take all that off, all this has got to come off, the covering's got to come off, I've got to redo all that. All the top part of this has got to come off, the speed controller, the subverton's got to stay on, and that's it. So, because the app that connects to the BMS, which is under there, because that is actually coming on leaps and bounds, I don't know whether to take the shunt resistor out. It's serving not much of a purpose at the moment, apart from it tells you how much voltage, no, not voltage, the current, but the app actually does all that now. It's not perfected, there's still a lot to go, but it's probably about 80% there now. And on version 3 I'm not going to have it anyway. The shunt resistor is just totally bloody useless now. There's the GoPro mount, which I'm not happy with it there, but that's the only place it can go. Version 3 I'm not certain about yet. I'm thinking about panniers, getting a rack or something to put it on the back and have the batteries mounted either side because of the size of the batteries, and also to have a handle on the top or something that I can lift the batteries out. I'm not sure yet. I don't like the idea of it, but I do. There's another place to mount cameras and everything else, and I'm not decided yet. So that's got to come off. So I've got to take all that off. I've had to reprint. Oh yeah, the other thing as well. This button. It's not very good. See, that's just held in. I've got to turn the BMS off now. That button, I think they cost me £1, and I really regret it. So I've reprinted this bit here. That bit's okay, that's staying exactly how it is. I've got to take all this off. All this, the phone holder and everything, the whole lot's got to come off. So I'm going to do that now. I don't care, I'll show you the crap behind the beauty. Oh God. Down here, for people who haven't actually seen it, who haven't watched the build video, down here we have a Teensy LC. These are all MOSFETs down here, which you can't really see very well, but they're MOSFETs that control all the lights. The strobe lights, the headlights, the tail lights, and all the lights. Every light. There's the BMS. And all of those are sitting in there very nicely. They're not there insulating anything, they're just keeping the wires together, and the same as that. Over the other side, which you can't really see very well, but hey ho, there's the charge connector which goes into the BMS and also the battery. There's the breaker, that was the one. The shunt resistor, which is there, is tight in there, and also the regulator. So I don't know where the hell the rattle's coming from. It's a bit annoying. To get that out, I think I glued that in place actually. To get that out ain't going to be very easy, and there's some foam jammed in there, and that's absolutely bloody solid, so the rattle is not coming from there. Bugger! I don't know where it's coming from. I'm going to take that off. Or shall I? Shall I just cut that all out? Decisions. It's going to be easier just to cut that. I might as well just cut it, bollocks to it, I don't care. It saves hassle. So I'm going to do that, then I'm going to put it back together, and hopefully everything will be working well. Oh yeah, and the new build, because it's going to be drawing more current, I've got a heat sink coming which should be exactly the same size as that, so I can cool it down a bit more. I'm also going to do something with this Bluetooth connector. I need to put it somewhere else because I don't like it. Anyway, I might put it on the top or the front or somewhere, or up my arse. Right, back to it. That's how I attach one side, or that's how I cover one side. This is just reinforced packing tape. Somebody said a while back that the reinforced packing tape, when you try and take it off, it leaves a right sticky residue, but I don't know why. This stuff just doesn't. It comes off cleanly. So I've done that so as it covers these holes, so as when I put the final covering on, it goes on smoothly. I've left these out so as I can cover the top and then put them back in. So I'm going to turn the bike around now and do the other side. That's that side put together, well, held together should I say. I'll put some more packaging in here because that's where the 12 volt regulator's sitting, so just to hold it downwards rather than it just sit. I think it may have been bouncing up and down, but I'm not sure. I think it may have been that was rattling, but I can't be 100%. So now I'm going to try and cover it. That's going to be fun. Where's my phone holder? So here's the old phone holder. That was only held on with E6000, I think it was, glue, and that ain't coming off again. If you want some decent glue, get some of that stuff. It's bloody tough. It's an off. I mean, even 3D printed stuff, it sticks like shit to a blanket. It really does. So I'm going to go and cover it, and I'm not going to be able to show you any part of it because it's just a bloody pain in the arse. So yeah, the next thing you'll see is it finished. Well, that's one side done, thank God. Absolute nightmare to get it looking half decent. There are some places that you can see that it just hasn't gone right, but under the circumstances, yeah, it's worked. Oh, finally done. It's taken me all day to do that, believe it or not. I've had to reprint, do another one of these because I'd wrecked it when I took it off. So that's the base and the top for the phone holder, obviously. It's taken me all day to put that bloody switch in there, that button. Oh, I can't wait to get this apart, just strip the whole thing apart and just get onto version 3. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Because the app that's being developed is working for, it's actually, oh bollocks. There's the GoPro. But the other thing as well, if I, you mother, so all that's on, and now